Comparison is the thief of joy. That was Theodore Roosevelt. Now, here's the most damaging story stuck in a founder's head. The comparison to someone else's timeline. You see the peer who raised at 25, the classmate who exited at 30, the competitor 3 moves ahead of you. And a quiet voice whispers, "You're behind." But behind what exactly? So let's think about the difference between a finite game and an infinite one. In a finite game like chess or football, there's a fixed end. There are agreed rules, and everyone crosses the same line at the same moment. In an infinite game, there is no finish line. The only goal is to keep playing and to keep getting better. Business is infinite. Leadership is infinite. And your career is infinite. So when you tell yourself you're behind, you've borrowed the scoreboard from a race that was never actually being run. Comparison isn't a symptom of falling short. Comparison itself is really the enemy. It's a fiction that steals your energy and hands it to someone else's story. So consider the founder of a company that a lot of people assume was an overnight rocket ship, and that was Sarah Blakely of Specs. She spent 2 years while selling fax machines door to door, quietly researching, prototyping, and getting rejected by every hosiery mill that she called. On any comparison chart in those years, she was behind. No product, no factory, and no yes. Except that she wasn't behind. She was early in learning her market, early in building conviction, early in the compounding that turned into a billion-dollar business built without outside investment. The lag that you feel isn't lateness. It's really the unglamorous accumulation phase that every durable thing requires. And that comparison makes invisible. So here is the reframe. Stop asking, am I where they are? And let's start asking, am I better than I was last quarter? The first question has no useful answer. The second one is the only game worth playing. Being early feels like being behind. That's the trap. The founder's still learning, still building quietly, still uncelebrated. That's not the loser of the race. That's someone positioned before the curve bends upwards. So you're not behind. You're early. And early is exactly where advantage is built. If you're ready to trade the comparison trap for a real growth system, then visit scaleupgym.com and take the next step to accelerate your leadership, your business, and your scaling journey. This has been TreeHouse Talks. Stop timing yourself against someone else's clock and start building on your own.